Well, I'm on the farm here this afternoon, and we've got some kicker wagons ready to go. I got one here on the back of my John Deere, and got a little bit of hay I want to bale. It's kind of getting on up into the evening, but it's breezy and cool. I say cool, relatively speaking, and we're going to try to bale a little hay. Have to be careful in these turns with the baler and the kicker wagon. I got that pipe on one side, and I got that little house on the other side. The roof kind of angles down. I got another wagon staged right here. And right here is where I'm going in. I hope you can hear all that. All right, so I got the wagon on this baler, and I got this one staged, and I got a third one over at my barn. And the reason I brought them over here is I want to come in right here, and then I'll make my way around the field to the interior. But before I do anything, I need to rake it. Before I can rake, I need to put the Vermeer into, put the cages on it, and reset the tines. See if the Massey will start. Yep. So what I'm doing here, if you're new to the channel, this is a Vermeer TR90 rake tedder combo. It's a great machine, and what it is, it's a Lely Lotus 300 Combi painted Vermeer yellow. And so these tines have two positions, one out here when you're tedding and one here when you're raking, and it makes a big difference. And when you start raking, you have to put these little cages on, and they gather up the hay. Let me put these on and I'll show you what they look like. So the whole procedure from adjusting these tines and putting these cages on, you know, probably 10 minutes max. Just really easy, and the hay gets kicked around and it comes out through here and makes a real nice fluffy windrow. And even though we take it on and off, this is nice because it's a tedder and a rake in one machine. You could leave it on one tractor the whole summer if you wanted to, and you got two implements in one. But let's look at this hay real quick. So we've had an afternoon breeze, but earlier today I came up here and tedded this hay out. I had it rode up, windrowed up, but yesterday, but we had about a 15-minute just a light shower up here, kind of made everything wet. But I tedded this stuff out today, and it just laid it out really nice. And a lot of times we get away with just tedding hay once, and the day we rake it, we're essentially tedding the hay the second time, because you know it's going through these tines and getting stirred up again, and then you get a nice fluffy windrow off here for the wind to get into. But today we're going to ted it or rake it and bale as soon as I get done. It won't take long. I've got 7 rounds. I think I'm going to get, I'd like to get 300 bales. We'll see. So this is our second year with this rake tedder, and we're still kind of learning it. And one of the things I've changed, I'm running it on the Massey, and this is a Model 50 Massey Ferguson diesel. And one of the things I'm doing is Hopefully I can get it to go into gear. Sometimes you got to take it out of gear here. And it slides right in. There we go. So one of the things we've kind of learned, or I've learned, is I run this thing at about 1200 RPMs and slightly less than 540 PTO, and running at about 4.5 miles an hour, close to 5 maybe. And I pick up my speed, I put it in second gear, high range. He seems to be grabbing the hay just fine, but I'll show you a little bit of it and we'll kind of rake this hay. I hope you can hear me. The way you do this is you kind of run your right side tire sort of up against the next, for lack of a better word, windrow as it comes off the mower conditioner, it gets tedded out. And when you do that, the edge of the tines on the left side of the tedder, they get right up against the edge of that windrow. And so they kind of clean up any stray shavings of hay that might have not gotten picked up. But you can see that windrows are big and fluffy, and probably lose a little bit of hay every time we ted it. But I'm very happy with this Vermeer TR90, and it's unfortunate that they quit making them, and Agco bought out Lely and ceased production on this rake. But they're still out there used and in really good shape. The thought has crossed my mind to buy another one. What I really like to find is, I don't think they sold them in this country, but they are around here, and that is Lely made a 600 rake tedder. This would be a Lely 300. And it was a 4-rotor machine, so you could ted with 4 baskets. But you could put 2 sets of cages on it and rake 2 windrows at one time. It's just a great machine in my opinion. But let me keep going and we'll check back. So you can kind of see that even though I picked up a gear, I went from first to second gear when I started using this rake tedder this year. The rotation of the tines is fast enough that it's, it's picking up the hay. It's not leaving, it's not leaving hay behind. I mean, there's going to be a little bit inevitably because the tines come down in an arc. They don't sweep across the hayfield like a standard rotary rake parallel with the ground. So as the tines come down and go back up in their sweep, you know, you're going to lose a little bit. But you know, I paid probably close to half as much for a rake tedder combo that'll gather up enough hay to create a windrow that's all my John Deere 348 baler wants. At least on first cutting. The downside is you can't merge those two windrows together. You can, but it's tedious. And so I still have my side delivery rakes for that, and I'm considering a V wheel rake for second cutting. So this hay right here that I'm going to bale is sold pending my forage test results. I got a lady out of state, and she needs about 300 bales, and I'm hoping I got at least 200 in here. Maybe I'll get 300, I don't know. But I don't know that I'll get 300, but I never guess correctly on hay yield, ever, never. It's really hard to hold a straight line when you got a camera in your hand. All right, so we're starting down the last windrow that I need to rake up, and this doesn't take too long. And again, I'm taking this in sizable chunks that I can handle by myself. My kids, they got, as I've mentioned a dozen times or more, they got jobs. My daughter's got college and some classes this summer, and she's got a job. So it's been pretty good. You know, taking these little chunks, I can come out here after work or even a half a day of vacation like I did today, and I have time to rake and then I have time to bale. So if you're an army of one, it works out pretty good. All right, so just like that, we're done. Maybe you can see these windrows as I cut across. This Vermeer makes a nice fluffy windrow. I think it picked up pretty good between the rows. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna park this Vermeer rake tedder. I think I'm gonna park it up here in this flat and take it off this Massey. We'll use the Massey to hustle the wagons into the barn. To take this thing off, basically you do this. Let the jack stand down. And what I do, if this is a little bit tight, I just raise it up till it's got some slack in it. And on this one, I leave this with the rake tether. And this pin comes out. Let me get that loose. Just leave that right there, and then this PTO shaft comes loose. And there's a little bracket right there that it sits on. Let her down. Oh, that pin. These things flex, swivel. I just pull that up like that. Pop that guy back in there. And just like that, this tractor's ready to go when it comes time to haul some wagons. So I'll just park it right there. And we'll get on the baler and start baling some hay.